In the early morning hours of July 10, 2022 in Lea County, New Mexico, a tragic incident unfolded at approximately 1 o'clock in the morning. First responders received a 911 call from Bruce Johnson Sr., who reported that his wife Mary Johnson had stabbed their 11-year-old son Bruce Johnson Jr. Bruce Sr. was woken by screams and quickly realized the dire situation, calling for emergency assistance. Upon arrival, Lea County Sheriff's deputies were met by Bruce Sr. The body camera footage captures the intense and chaotic scene as first responders worked to secure the area and provide aid. Bruce Sr. was visibly distressed, recounting the horrific events to the deputies. He explained that he had gone to bed around 10:30 in the evening, taking his usual nighttime medications, including a sleeping pill. He was abruptly awakened by the sounds of screaming, initially unclear about the source of the noise. Rushing to his son's room, Bruce Sr. found Bruce Jr. in bed covered in blood, with a knife sticking out of his back. In shock, he tried to calm his son, urging him not to move to prevent further injury. Bruce Jr., disoriented and in pain, kept asking what was wrong. Meanwhile, Bruce Sr. was on the phone with 911, providing crucial information to the operator. He then proceeded to search for Mary, fearing she might have left the house. Entering the kitchen, Bruce Sr. discovered Mary lying on the floor, unconscious and bleeding. She had also inflicted stab wounds on herself in an apparent suicide attempt. The deputies quickly assessed the scene, noting the blood scattered across the floor and the severe injuries sustained by both Bruce Jr. and Mary. Bruce Sr. was questioned about the events leading up to the stabbing, trying to piece together what had happened. Throughout the body camera footage, the deputies can be heard coordinating their efforts, ensuring the safety and security of everyone involved. They moved Bruce Sr. outside the house to continue their investigation and gather more details. Despite his visible distress, Bruce Sr. cooperated fully with the authorities, providing as much information as possible. As the investigation unfolded, it became evident that Mary Johnson had been struggling with severe mental health issues, including schizophrenia. Bruce Sr. revealed that he had made several attempts to seek help for his wife, but she had refused to take her medication. This refusal had exacerbated her condition, leading to erratic and dangerous behavior. The family had previously moved from Oklahoma to New Mexico in an effort to escape the turmoil caused by Mary's mental health struggles. Investigators learned that Bruce Sr. had been planning to file for divorce due to Mary's abusive behavior towards Bruce Jr. Despite these plans, the situation escalated to a tragic and fatal confrontation. Bruce Sr. He recounted the previous evening, describing a seemingly normal family dinner at a Chinese restaurant before the nightmare began. He had no indication that anything was amiss until he was jolted awake by the screams. The body camera footage captures the raw emotions and confusion of the moment. Bruce Sr. can be heard expressing his disbelief and sorrow over the situation. He repeatedly assured his son that help was on the way, even as he grappled with the horrific reality of what had transpired. The deputies documented the scene meticulously, taking note of the blood patterns and the positions of the victims. As the medical responders worked to stabilize Bruce Jr., he remained conscious but in severe pain. Despite their efforts, Bruce Jr. eventually succumbed to his injuries. The loss of their young son was a devastating blow to the family, compounding the already overwhelming grief and trauma. Mary Johnson was taken into custody and later charged with first-degree murder. However, the charge was reduced to second-degree murder as part of a plea deal. She was ultimately sentenced to 20 years in prison for her actions. The plea deal took into account her severe mental health issues, which had played a significant role in the tragedy. This case highlights the critical importance of mental health awareness and intervention. Bruce Sr.'s attempts to seek help for Mary had been unsuccessful, leading to a tragic outcome. The incident underscores the need for accessible and effective mental health services, as well as the importance of support systems for families dealing with mental illness. The body camera footage, though harrowing, provides a valuable insight into the immediate aftermath of the stabbing. It captures the professionalism and compassion of the first responders, as they navigated a highly distressing situation. Their efforts to provide aid, secure the scene, and gather information were crucial in the investigation. In the wake of this tragedy, the community of Lea County was left to grapple with the devastating loss of a young life and the impact of mental illness on their friends and neighbors. The Johnson family's story serves as a poignant reminder of the complexities and challenges faced by those dealing with mental health issues. It also emphasizes the importance of continued advocacy and support for mental health resources to prevent such tragedies in the future. Reporting for Law and Crime, this summary encapsulates the heart-wrenching events of that fateful night in Lea County, New Mexico, shedding light on the urgent need for mental health support and intervention.